Hello, beautiful divine children of God. My name is Hannah and welcome to our channel, or welcome back. Today I've got a very powerful video for you on the one ingredient that is required for your harmonious twin flame union. This is the one ingredient that you absolutely need, that is absolutely necessary to, come into union with your twin flame, but especially to come into harmonious union with your twin flame. Without this ingredient, you won't get there. It's not possible. And so I thought it'd be cool to break down this ingredient in a video today, and make sure you stay till the end because this entire video is going to activate you. It's going to activate you to really step into the energy of harmonious union and really relax into what it takes to get there. So what is this ingredient? Now, hear me out. This ingredient is the most powerful force in the universe. This ingredient is the really only force in the universe. And this ingredient is God. So God is required for harmonious twin flame union. And when I say God, you can say love, you can say universe, you can say source, you can say creator, you can say eternal energy, you can say whatever you want to say. But it is that energy, that source, that creative power that has manifested us all, that has created us all, and that has us all living in its mind. And so, I want to talk today about why building a relationship with God is the number one thing you must do in order to come into union with your twin flame and consequently harmonious twin flame union. Because without God, there cannot be true love. When you are in a relationship with somebody that is not based on God, whether this be a friendship or a romantic relationship with your twin flame, it is not sustainable. It is not eternal. And I've experienced this firsthand in all of my relationships that have come to pass and go throughout my life, that the only ones that are rooted in really in God and source are the ones that have lasted. And so many have fallen away because it's been revealed to me that it wasn't truly rooted in my connection with God first. And so, what I mean by this is you can really take a look at relationships in your life that have maybe fallen away for you and recognize, oh, okay, well, there was no God there. There was no actual foundation there, because God is the required element, the required foundation for any true relationship. Like I said, whether this be a friend, a romantic partner, your twin flame, even family, right? If God's not in family, it's not going to be sustainable. It's not going to last, and that even family will fall away. And so when you're walking the twin flame journey and when you're choosing to come into union with your twin flame and experience true love, really experience your heaven on earth, it's so important to put God first in your life. And this looks different for everyone. And so everyone has to kind of create and explore and deepen their relationship with God, right? Bring awareness to their relationship with God. And you do this through, really, in my experience, through following your heart and through choosing it, right? Once you choose to have a relationship with God, God's going to show you how to relate to Him, right? And this might be through angel numbers. This might be through journaling. This might be through going on really long walks and receiving guidance or taking a bath. This might be through the mirror exercise, right? Through your coach, through a Twin Flame Ascension school class. All of these things are ways that we can connect with God through meditation. And so as you do this, you become attuned to the universal energy. You become attuned to source consciousness, to Christ consciousness, really. And that is the energy that is the vehicle to manifesting your harmonious twin flame union. So the reason that relationships don't work out nowadays, right, is of course most people aren't with their twin flames yet, but it's also because people aren't putting God at the center of their relationship. Right? Like with Dylan and I, our relationship, it's founded and it's rooted on God. Like, we talk about God all day, every day. We're always talking about God, talking to God, talking with God, having conversations about God, right? And this doesn't mean, we're weirdos that we're obsessive or crazy or anything like that, right? It's not like that. It's like God is a very natural part of our life, right? Like when we have a victory in our life, we're going straight to God to thank Him. When we have a challenge that we're moving through, right? Like this past week, we've been moving through challenges with tax season, right? It's our first year in business as Ascension coaches, and it's our first year doing taxes. So we've been moving through that and, moving through our feelings around it. And it's, allowed us to even deepen our relationship with God, right? And trust in the process of doing taxes, right? And learning that with really everything, every single area in our life. God is in that. Like God's in that. It's not like we go to church on Sundays and that's our time for God. Like we're always going back to God and to our connection with God. And I was thinking before creating this video, I was like, oh, I'm going to be talking about God a lot in this video. And, I don't want to, put people off, right? But I think it's really healing and really important to say the name of God, to say God. And I think it's really, really powerful. And I don't think people need to be afraid of it. God is not scary. God is loving. God desires you to have all of your dreams and more, right? Like the life that God has for you is greater than what you could ever imagine on your own. And so partnering with God is truly the best choice that you can ever make for your life. It is the most powerful choice that you can ever make. And really, it's the only choice you could ever make, because every other choice is simply an illusion. Right? It's an illusion that's only going to lead you to more contrast, which is eventually going to lead you to choose God. It's a really funny world, funny game this earth is playing. And it can be a lot of fun, because God's not out here trying to punish us. God's not out here checking off all of our sins or counting all the things that we've ever done wrong. God is out here with open arms, ready to welcome us home into forgiveness, into peace, into love, into eternity, really. And nothing that I'm saying right now is a pipe dream, right? Like it's not a dream to ascend. Of course it's a dream, but I'm saying it's not impossible. It is so possible. And the way to really doing this, right, ascending into your harmonious union, is through union with God. It means taking on God as your best friend, taking on God as your ultimate lover. It means, romancing and, experiencing life with God by your side all the time. And like I was saying, this is really how Dylan and I live our life. And it is such an incredible life. Like I look back on, in the past when I've always had a relationship with God, but it's grown so much to where it is now. But in the past, it was more like, I would say my prayers every night. I'd go to church sometimes. I would listen to, some motivational or spiritual podcasts, but it wasn't like I was constantly incorporating God in my day-to-day life the way I do now, which is so awesome. It was almost like God was outside of myself, right? And I had to go out and get him. And now it's more like, oh, God's always with me, like in a very real, tangible, and physical way. And the way that you really come into the state of being and state of relationship with God is through loving yourself, right? That's the number one thing. That's the fastest way that you can start deepening your relationship with God is through self-love. It's through, specifically we teach the mirror exercise for doing this, right? Which is how you go within and heal any upsets, anything that's out of alignment with the reality that you want, right? You can also do this through simply enjoying your life, like romancing yourself, like beginning to talk to God, during your day to day, whether that be through prayer, meditation, or like before this video, I sat down, I said, God, please use me and speak through me. I'm always in that state of communicating with God. Before every session with a coaching client, I'm asking God to move through me and speak through me and use me, right? It's an active relationship. Okay. So the last thing that I'll touch on and leave you guys with today is really to think of it as a true, real relationship, even if you can't see God right now. Because just imagine, like any other relationship in your life, if you're only calling up this person once a year when you really need something, like that's not a real relationship. That friend is going to, sniff you out and be like, you don't really value me. You don't really honor the relationship I desire in my life. I'm not going to continue this with you, right? God's never going to cut you off, but like God's not going to be able to go deeper with you if you're only calling him up once a year, right? And so this is where you want to begin to build that muscle of relating to God, just like any other relationship in your life, right? Like with your twin flame. Yeah, of course, you're eternal lovers. You're created for each other. But you have to still build the relationship, right? You have to build the trust. You have to build the security together. You have to build, you have to choose to commit to one another. You have to make all these choices, and you have to align with the energy of harmonious union. So as you deepen your relationship with God, that is going to deepen your relationship with your twin flame. Because this is the kicker. God is the one that comes through your twin flame to love you, okay? And you don't want to be loving God just because you want something. Okay, like I was saying with the phone call. You don't want to be loving God just because he's going to give you your twin flame. God wants you to love God for God. And as you love God for God and you surrender your twin flame to God, that's the moment that your twin flame can come into your life and join you in your love for God. Okay? And so don't even worry about your twin flame when it comes to doing this. Simply focus on your relationship with God. That can look like a really great way to start building your connection with God is reading spiritual texts like the Bible, a devotional, the Bhagavad Gita, the Quran, all of these different texts that are out there. I've read many of them to help me go deeper, to pull oracle cards and begin asking questions. Pendulums are a great way to connect with God. I've been wanting to get a pendulum for a very long time, but I still haven't done it yet, but I highly recommend them because of what I've seen them do in others' lives. You just ask a question and yes or no, the pendulum will tell you the answer. There are so many ways that you can continue to develop your relationship with God and your Creator. And as you do that, your life is going to get so good, friends. Your life is going to get so good. Everything's going to come together for you. So yeah, it is safe to claim your relationship with God. It is safe to claim God as your father, as your lover, as your friend, as all of these amazing things that God really is for you. And claim your place, right? Like I said at the beginning of every video, as a divine child of God, because that is who you truly are. You are divine. You are God's child, and you are meant to be received and loved and appreciated for all that you truly are. So awesome. I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video today. A lot came through, so just allow this to sink in. You can rewatch it again if you, want to receive even more from it. Hopefully all of our videos can be rewatched many times to receive more and more. But yeah, if you did, please give it a like and subscribe. You can follow us over on Instagram at DylanIsHannah. And yeah, if you'd like to work with me, I am a Twin Flame Ascension coach. I'd be happy to support you in deepening your relationship with God, coming into union and harmonious union with your twin flame, and really like living your heaven on earth because it's really awesome and you deserve it. You can book a 30-minute consultation with us down below if that is something you're interested in. And yeah, I think that's all. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.